Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another tutorial. In this one we are going to be making these little spiral thingy from Koukaku, I believe. We do a pretty cool method for making all these little spiral shapes, doing the interior detail, hand painting the exterior, the lighting and everything. Make sure you guys stick to the entire video. It is a little bit long, but it most definitely is worth. The entire process honestly is really simple. It's just a texture and it took a little bit of time. If you guys do want more tutorials like these, don't make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and suggest what else you guys would like to see. This was actually pretty fun. The final result looks pretty dope, and I'll be down to make some more of these. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty, so the only reference I will be using is this one right over here, just because it's good enough to see what is going on. I don't know exactly how the back ends, but you can see it loops around like 3 times, and then you have this little blade at the end. We do have an interior texture as well, so I will be applying probably a solidifier modifier so I can add a custom or a separate texture on the inside of it. These outlines, these little cuts over here, I'm just going to hand paint that little highlight outside as well, but the texture overall looks pretty simple, and the model really shouldn't take that long either. So yeah, let's hop right into that. You guys could go ahead and screenshot this or just find it on Google. I'm not sending you guys this picture because it's already out there on Google. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop in. I got my rig, R6 rig right over here, ready to go. If you guys do not have R6 rig in Blender, then you guys could find it on my other video where I open sourced. Well, it's actually on my Discord server and open source channel. Now there are multiple ways of doing this. You guys could use, I don't know, a screw modifier or a plane or a cylinder, but I'm not exactly. I'm probably gonna be using a plane just because I like plane. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna use a plane. Go ahead and import a plane or that, just so I can see what's going on. Move it out. I'm going to apply one level of subdivision just so that I get some clean curves. I also don't know how the back looks, so I'm probably just gonna end up like putting it inside the Roblox Arm. I'm just gonna do a basic shape outline. Okay, I need to decide on the thickness right now. This kind of starts. I think it's good enough. I'm gonna start here, tilt it out like that, scale it up, bring this up to adjust thickness, and then it's up. I'm actually just going to select these ones I do not need. The mirror for the time being. I don't need a torso in the way. Okay, this was the first loop. I need to bring this higher actually. Take this, we're gonna go in. Just loop it around. Let's scale it a bit as we're going in. This is just a second loop, so I might actually have to fix the angle and all that later. I'm just gonna spam extrude just so that we can go with the loopy loopy. You guys want to be perfect with how the circle is, you guys can use what can you guys use? A screw modifier. But I like having manual control over everything I do. That's the second, kind of ends out like this. Then with the entire thing up. Lower the thickness on this. This would be curve number 2. Curve number 3 is actually perfect. We got perfect space for this. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and extrude. This is one of those things where you can't really stand in a 2D view and model out. You gotta be constantly moving, forming the shape. Okay, so it does this loop right over here, and it goes back under the arm one more time. I do have the reference on side of my monitor. You guys can pull it up as well to look at as I'm doing this. Another thing I'm noticing is that I'm angling this a bit too much. That's fine. Let's do the last loop here. Starting to go too low. Okay, comes does this loop over here. Now from here we shall do. This needs to be a lot thinner. Slowly get that transition going from over here about. Okay. Now the weapon is kind of like angling from over here. Shape this up around over here. This model is also going to be for sale once I finish it. Even though I think there are a couple of games that would be down to buy this. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly do a random blade shape and then we'll touch upon it later. Or actually, this entire side has to be a lot closer to the Roblox arm itself, just because it's gonna be clipping through the arm or through the torso. Let's straighten that. No, wait, this is so close. A lot of manual work. You guys can't really copy paste my exact movements. Do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and extrude the blade. Just gonna do that for now. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yeah, I do need that. Scythe itself does have a more interesting shape. I'll leave it here, but fix. This is like probably going into the Roblox arm, not gonna lie. Probably gonna have to lower the thickness on all of this, especially this bottom one here. It is a bit too thick. Pick that up. Another loop here. In terms of optimization, we don't really have to worry much. It's kind of pretty clean. This as well, too thick. Okay, is that all? I'm obviously gonna have to do more detail into the actual blade part. What is this? All there is to the actual shape. What was that, like 5 minutes? Let's thicken this. But this needs to be thicker. It's gonna need to go like that. It's smooth. You can go ahead and adjust it however you want this to be. Do kind of like this sort of look. It starts thicker from the top, and then you can see the size shrinking. But also the angle has to be looking fine as well. Something along these lines. Is that really it? I think it's too flat. What would happen if I was to... That'll be a nice little touch. But to keep it anime accurate, we will not do that. I don't really think this has to be rigged either because it's attached to the Bloxy fist. It's just wielded to the fist. What is going on here? What is... Scale that. Bring this here. That back up. Okay, maybe I should have paid more attention to the back view as well. Straighten that. Okay. Do I like this? Kind of. Not really. Is there a thing on this? Why is it giving? What is this? By scale. I don't know what this issue is. Go ahead and smack a... Actually, no, we're not gonna do solidify just yet. Not just yet. I'm gonna add a bevel to this. I can shape this a bit more. This be thinner over here. It's not looking that deadly, bro. I really don't know why. They're just eyeballing the shape. Would be better to trace off of, because then you get it perfectly the same. Well, this is basically... I'm gonna also do that. We're gonna cut it out later. Now make sure you guys finalize the shape, because once you finalize the shape and then apply the sub-D, there is no coming back. There is no coming back. Yeah, I want this to be higher. Now you can see the interior design from an angle over here. From the reference angle, you can see the texture design from the bottom, but I guess that's just because the angle. Kind of looking at it like this. Put that back in. What if? This goes to the bottom, this goes to the top. I think that looks better. Let's do that. Shift these to the bottom. Even though it's generally done the other way around. If I'm trying to render and try to make it like kind of accurate, I have it like this. It looks fine too, not gonna lie. Leaves this massive gap over here, but there's not much we can do. This goes inside the arm for the sake of it not looking so mid. Oh, we'll make it like that. Just to have like a good looking endpoint. There's R6 arm animations always be flinging around. You can probably see the interior of that anyways. Might as well make it look good. We could up the quality. It's only 1K triangles. I'm probably gonna do it. I'm just gonna have to remove a little bit, but that looks a lot smoother. There we go. I fixed this with blade 2. Bring that out. Why is this bend done like that? Fix the shape. Make it look like a weapon. Actually, does that even look like a weapon? Bro, I don't know how you use this. Do you just have to go like stab, 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 stab? Is that all you do with this? I don't know if it's unwraps. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z. I mean, I don't even know what anime this is, bro. Pokemon. Okay, that's it. I'm done texture. I'm done with the model itself. I think this is good enough. I take that back. I want to do some more. I should probably cut this part out of the video. I just made it like 5 minutes more longer for absolutely no reason. You guys are more than free to make adjustments to the shape itself. I'm not sure if you guys wanted to watch this bit of the video, but I'm gonna crank this up. Go ahead and apply. A smarter thing to do would be to save a backup, just in case if you need to come back. Apply, remove all of this. Don't need any of that. Dissolve edges. Dissolve these as well. Keep that middle one for the time being, just because we're gonna need it to cut out. If you guys actually look at the reference, you can see it's like been bitten out by a monster or something. We're gonna use a knife tool for that. You can see a little bit of this happening over here, and then from here is where we start cutting out. Gonna go like this, like this, like this. Cut out this chunk. Pieces. Then we got quite a bit going on here. From here it goes up, down. This entire thing was supposed to be shifted. To this. Merge by distance, just in case we have anything going on. Fix the topology, even though it should be fine since it's on a straight face. That's why I keep this here. Just triangle everything. Around this a bit. This can come down. Okay, I think that's how I'm gonna keep it, because from far view all you need to see is a little bit of chunks. You really don't need to be examining the angle and everything on this. That looks good enough. Nothing else going on? Nope, that's perfectly fine to me. Trial. Wait, it's only 290 W chat. Add a solidifier. By scale, shade auto smooth. Make sure there's nothing else getting. Okay, so this is what I meant over here. Like, this is not looking so great. So something you would have to do by going back to the old version, fixing the slant and the overall look from the back view. But I personally will not be rendering back view nor be showing it to anyone unless they're watching this tutorial. Solidifier is fine. Kind of does have a little bit of an inflated look. Like I want to do this. I would add so much, but we're gonna leave it wet. We're not gonna like kind of do. It's pretty flat in the picture. We'll keep it like this. So undo all that. Is it up? Get rid of it, please. Okay. Apply this. Apply that. Now comes the fun part, which is UV editing. Not going to lie, this is going to be a little bit rain down. Just because we have a solidified shape. Like that, like that. This is all UV. Maxime. Now what we could do here is just cut on the insides. And I do want a bit of the blade to be separate. I want this to be separate. Mark seam. UV. Why am I in shading tab? Unwrap. Those are fine. This is not. Neither is this. What the hell is this? Oh, wait. Mark seam. Mark. What is this, bro? What the hell? Bro? Why is this not, wait. Oh. Told you it was peak over here. Right, seam. I get everything? Nope. Oh, what? Does that look fine? That doesn't look so fine to me. Oh. Alright, see, let's slide this over to that more spread distance. Let's try that again. Unwrap. There we go. That looks somewhat more civilized. What is this though? Holy! How much of it did I miss? There we go. That wasn't so hard. For some reason it was though. I'm gonna select all these little wire thingies because I don't need them. Scale all the way down. Move it out of my UVs. Select all this. And I gotta just scale this up. Which one's actually the exterior? This one. Scale that up. All the interior faces. Actually, we kind of need quality on those too. Never mind. I was gonna scale them down. But go ahead and pack islands. I'm gonna go ahead and use my UV pack because I don't like Blender's pack, but you guys are free to pack it however you want. Yeah, bring these back over and just like fill in whatever space you had left over. These parts, like, it's just gonna be shadowed or something. I don't know what it's gonna be done to these. This is basically all we needed. Okay, let us export. Let me give it a texture. What are these called? Like, Luke's hollow gaze, whatever you call these things. Export that, then let's go to Substance Painter. All right, there we go. Imported that. I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself some textures. Take that on. Overall texture style looks really simple. Just hand paint the entire thing, honestly. Design at the back, the inside red face. We're not gonna be able to obviously get the exact one-on-one design, but there's some cool stuff we can do. I have primary color. Select, duplicate, give me one that just has roughness. Duplicate, give me the highlight color. Holy, why is there a fly flying in my face? Call that highlight. Call this base. Give me a folder for the inner, another folder for the outer. The interface, gonna select that red we have. Black mask, and then gonna UV select all the inside faces. And then for these faces over here, what I'm gonna do is just gonna create. Oh, well, I'm just gonna make it black. It will look somewhat decent. It will look like we have a black outline going across the entire thing without having to sacrifice. All of them looks just UV selecting because we have clean UVs. I did mention this in, I think, a previous video where I do not like straightening my UVs because I have problems when my UVs are straightened when I import from Substance to Blender, where it completely demolishes and distorts my texture. I also don't like how Substance does this when, like, just give the entire thing a color, because it doesn't let you color the background of your textures. I don't know if there's a way to fix that, not only mask within the UV slot. Anyways, don't need that no more. Interface, we can go ahead and do this real quick. What I'm gonna do is just give it was like a lighter white color is the basic design. Black mask, fill, and I'm gonna figure out which texture we're using exactly. Gonna be back with you guys in a minute. Never mind, that didn't take so long. I just used the plasma. If you go in here inside textures, search up plasma, take that, drag it into a fill, and all we gotta do is just like, make it more accurate. Is just play around the tiling value, rotation, get this to whatever you would like this to look like. I think that's good enough for me. I'm not sure if there's a better texture that would get that look, but this is what's been giving me this look for now. So this is the primary red. But as we can see from the reference, there's a very bright red going down across the entire center right here. So to texture that on, all I'm gonna do is just scale up my brush a bit and just drop that on the UV. Same thing here, scale down the brush a bit. Just roughly draw that yourself. Just like that, and then go ahead, give it a filter, give it a blur. Just a little bit. Put a base color. And enhance that a bit. It needs to be a little bit lighter. Duplicate. Lower this so we have kind of like 2 layers on top of each other. Probably gonna darken interior one. Is that too much? Don't do this one then. Lower the blur maybe, because it's starting to reach a bit too much. Okay, I think that's good. The little designs though, I think it needs to be over. Can I actually give it like a better look in your ad? There we go. It looks a lot better. This design, I don't think I'm getting the color right. I kind of just freestyled it. Not exactly sure if color picker is gonna help me here. Nope, it really isn't. Here's the best I'm getting from it. I'm probably gonna ask my Discord chat for some help. But why is oh wait. Oh wait, I completely missed one. That's why. My bad. Let's do this one too. I'm gonna actually cover these pins as well. Let's paint that on the wherever we missed. It's gonna be inside the Roblox Arm anyway. It's not gonna really be noticeable, but we keep good manners and we respect the entirety of the model. So just cutting out our seam. I think I made the things too close to each other. Oh, never mind. I did it. I just didn't connect this. If your things were too close, if your UV, yeah, mine isn't. Islands are too close, then it starts giving you weird issues when you blur stuff out like that. But we're gonna completely ignore that and continue doing whatever we was doing. Actually, increase the blur a bit. Okay, there we go. That looks kind of glowy now. I'd probably duplicate it. Lower the blur, because I want more focus on the center. And the color really is just like not it for me, bro. Okay, more reddish. We had the base. The base does not really look. Oh wait, never mind. Black mask the highlight. There we go. That looks a lot better. I was like, wait, why is it so white? As for the highlight, it's gonna take the brush. This is the front view, right? Wait, which one is front? Okay, this is the front. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw like this and like this. And okay, wait. Let's actually think that through. It needs to be kind of curvy like this. That, and that. And a little bit over here. Kind of continues to like slash through the blade. That's a bit too much here. Like that. Do the same thing to the back side. Here, 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 here. Okay, go ahead, linear dodge add. I think that's what I'm gonna be using. Filter and blur. Well, yes, as you guys could see, we have a lot of leaking going on over the UVs, and I don't think this is really gonna help me. Oh, it does. This is a custom plugin. I don't know where I got this from. It's called the 3D blur. It's basically what it does is it stops the blur from leaking over. I wish I could give this to you guys, but I don't exactly know how to. I might drop it in my Discord server and open source chat, because it is really useful. As you guys could see, it was completely destroying my mesh. But all I had to do was just look at that complete amazing looking highlight, and it just blurs out. That looks really nice. I'm not exactly sure if I had to make even more space in my UVs. I personally do not know. But I like this. Okay. The black outlines, if you guys want to emphasize that, you could just go ahead and do it through another mesh by just duplicating the borders from this. Another cooler thing to do would be add a shadow color. Black mask, it would make it like really stylized. Basically the same way we did this, but just like, I should make it smaller. Doesn't really make sense to have shadows on the outside of the arm area here, but it would really add the overall stylized aesthetic for it. Filter, blur. I would actually keep that, but maybe just lower opacity, just so that we have some more color variation. I like, okay. Now for the actual red design, we're gonna have to go ahead and create a folder, call it design. This would be the red scratches going all around and over. If you are a real G, you can go ahead and make this opacity map. We could do it in this one here too, but it isn't glowing on the picture I am seeing, and I don't see any other references on Google, so I am assuming it is not supposed to glow. Kind of just looks like blood stains. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go ahead and take out the brushes. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna copy whatever the reference has. Go ahead and do your wobbly. Let the lines. I'm probably gonna time lapse this part, because it's gonna take way too much of the tutorial, the video. As all you guys basically have to do is just take a color and just draw whatever you see going on in the reference picture, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the eraser tool to like change the scaling and fix the shape a bit so it doesn't all look the same. All right, so all you really have to do is just kind of change the shape. So from far view, it doesn't really look like a straight, smooth line. Lava kind of has a, you know, like more of chaotic kind of shape. It's just flowing down. I don't think I already did anything to this. I had to fix it real quick. Oh, where'd it go? I was gonna try using stylized bake lighting. I'm not sure it's gonna do me any good. Because we were trying to get this look over here. If I was to completely remove that highlight. Yeah, so we could kind of achieve that same look by using a stylized bake lighting. By just moving the sun around. Kind of like this. I don't exactly know how you would use it. But I guess it's doable. You just have to lower the gloss amount and then blur it out and everything. But we manually did it with pen paint and it looks a lot cleaner. Alright, so just a quick little tip I'm going to give you guys for... I'm going to drag that inside design. It is design. Okay. So now that we have this black... Or not black, the red lava. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Because once I do this, I would have to redo the next step if I end up making any changes. Alright, let's say I like what's going on here. I got the lava shape down. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. Make the bottom one black. Add in a filter, a normal blur, bring that down to like 0.1 something or more works. Filter that. Add a add a level. Where the level's at? Crank that up. The white brittle. That as you can see, we just got ourselves a black outline. Gonna crank that down. Something like just need like a. Just from far view, you need to see there's something going on. If it's acting too much like a shadow, you just bring this down to 1. Just need like a small little bit. Guys, because we have like some issues going on here. It's because my hand painting was just too good. Just erase any of those. I guess that was it. Now we do have a little bit of a highlight color. I'm just gonna make a white. Actually, no, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and color pick a light blue color. Maybe give it linear add, and just basically around all of the edges, what they've done. That I guess that's the art style of the anime. It just scribbled some general highlight, which it's gonna look like that. I'm gonna probably have to lighten the color after, but I'm also gonna, not sure if I'm gonna time lapse this. I'm probably just gonna cut it out completely because the video is getting a bit too long for a simple model like this. People are gonna start freaking out. But that's basically all you gotta do. Just gotta color it with another highlight color of the edges. I'm gonna just quickly skip to the end when I've done all that. Alrighty, there we go. Just did some quick scribbling. Probably would have looked better if I spent more time actually not making it look like weird scribbles. Well, that's pretty much it, and I think this model is done, right? There's nothing else going on? I don't think so. For those of you who want to add a black outline, you're more than free to do it by doing the method which I made a video on, by duplicating mesh and inverting normals. It would be pretty fine for this mesh, because I think the entire thing, even with the outline, would be under 1K triangles. I don't really add any design or anything inside the arm, just because it's inside the arm. No one cares about that. Everything I did here is actually doable in, actually no it's not, I was gonna say it's doable in Blender, but you got like stuff like this which you can't do in Blender. I'm gonna go ahead and export textures. Actually, one thing I don't want to do is make this inner a little bit darker. Or actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate, make a much darker color, and white mask. What I'm gonna do is actually, because it need like a little bit more of a gradient going on down the center. I'm just gonna go ahead and run that across here, and so that we have like 2 layers of gradient going on. Something like that, and then we can just lower the opacity on this. And even add a filter and add a little bit of a blur. Where's capacity on this? What's going on exactly? Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. Like a much more contrasted gradient. And I could just control it with this. There we go. That was before. That's after. We got a much more contrasted gradient. I'm gonna go ahead and export textures. All we need is the base color. We don't need anything else. There we go. Just make it, pop it in there. Shadeless or flat shading. Turn that off, and there you go. And that's basically the end of that. If you guys want more tutorials on cool looking kagules or kaluges, whatever these things are called like this, let me know in the comment section below. I think there's a lot more cooler ones. We could even go ahead and rig them, the ones that have like octopus arms. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks all for watching. Render will be something like this down for you. There we go. But hopefully you guys did like the video, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.